Hello, Post Road scientists. Today we're going to read A Seed is Sleepy by Diana Hutz Aston, illustrated by Sylvia Long. Some vocabulary to watch out for in this story. First, seed dispersal. That means the movement or spread of seeds to grow new plants. An adaptation, which is a behavior or physical characteristic that helps a living thing survive in its habitat. Plants and animals have special adaptations to help them survive. And photosynthesis is a word that comes up, and we'll talk more about it next week. This is the process by which plants make their own food. Let's go. So look at all these different seeds. I got to move myself around a little bit. This one is kind of cool, the hamburger bean. Dandelion seeds I've seen before. I've seen these before, these Japanese maple seeds. And as we read the book, you know that your task is to think about the different methods of seed dispersal and how plants have adapted in order to survive. And seed dispersal is definitely one of those methods. All right, let's see here. A seed is sleepy. It lies there, tucked inside its flower, or its cone, or beneath the soil, snug and still. A seed is secretive. It does not reveal itself too quickly. Most seeds sleep through a season or two, waiting for the warmer temperatures of spring, but some take their time. 10 years might pass before the bright red-orange seed of the Texas mountain laurel shows its purple blooms. Look here, the Texas mountain laurel pod, so that's the seed, and then here, the flower. So this is the flower that comes from the seed. A seed is fruitful. 90% of the plants on Earth are flowering plants. Flowering plants produce fruits, fruits of all shapes and textures that keep the seeds cozy until they have found the right place to grow. A seed is naked. Who would guess that a seed as small as a freckle would grow into the world's tallest tree? Only 10% of redwood trees begin as seeds, though. Most redwood trees spring from existing trees. Yes, naked. Scientists call gymnosperms, seeds that aren't clothed in fruits, naked seeds. Most naked seeds hide themselves on the scales of cones until they're ready to make a dash for the ground. Seeds come in many sizes. The orchid seed is the smallest of all. There might be 1,000,000 seeds in one pod. The seed of the Coco de Mer palm is the largest. It can weigh up to 60 pounds. So 60 pounds for a seed, boys and girls. So think about that. 60 pounds is about as much as my second grader weighs. I have a child who is actually he's in third grade now, but when he was in second grade, he weighed about 60 pounds. And then if we think about 1,000,000 seeds in one pod, um, honestly, I'm not even sure what to compare that to, but 1,000,000, like if you think about like a 5-pound bag of rice, that maybe has a few thousand grains of rice in it. So think about 1,000,000 seeds tucked into one pod. That's pretty amazing. A seed is adventurous. A parachute of fine, silky hairs can take a dandelion seed 100 miles from its parent plant. It must strike out on its own in search of a less crowded place to put down roots. So think about this. So these are seeds that can fly and that are dispersed through wind. We've got milkweed, hopseed, the Japanese maple leaf, and the maple seed, and dandelions. And when I think of 100 miles, the distance from here down to New York City is only about 35 miles, maybe even 30 miles. So think about going to New York City from White Plains, coming back up to White Plains, going back down to New York City, and then coming back up to White Plains. And all of those trips together are about 100 miles. And this book is telling us that